Hello everybody, welcome to another live stream with Mint Markets. Today we have Wednesday the 16th. And I will start right with the economic calendar. And the economic calendar is wrong here. So we had news at 2:30 p.m. today. And I want to start right with the analysis. I'm going to enter a trade right away and talk later, because I think that this is a potential trade opportunity here. And I want to see price go deeper into this relatively equal lows. Let's see what we get. Stop losses above here. And the take profit will be a little bit lower here. Will be 1-to-1 risk to reward trade roughly. Let's see. I want to see a reaction lower here. The reaction so far is not ideal, to be honest. Think about closing it. Yes, I will close it. I will close it right away. So that was 500 minus here. And now I can focus again on the introduction. So small little scratch here, doesn't matter.
Wir schauen ganz genau, was die Politikerinnen und Politiker in Österreich machen.
Sie ist ein Sauhaufen.
Wenn wir jetzt so weitermachen.
Wir analysieren, wie die Ereignisse rund um die Welt auch unser Leben beeinflussen.
Und wir berichten dabei.
This week, really tricky this week, in my opinion. We have Easter holiday, so we have to be very careful here. Be very careful what we're doing this week. Let me remind you at the very beginning that all being said and shown here is my personal opinion. Do not take anything I do or say as trade or investment advice. You might lose real money. Do not risk real money. With that being said, we can go right again in our trading analysis and try to find some live trades in front of you here. So we had a retracement here, so this was not a ideal short opportunity. We took out this small little high, and I want to see now if this is another entry, another opportunity for a short possible, or if we reverse all the way here and go higher. I'm not convinced yet, waiting for some more information at the very moment. So we have taken out this liquidity run was not convincing in my opinion, so I'm not 100% sure if this, I would have liked to go deeper and take out this relatively equal lows convincingly, so I'm not 100% convinced that we are already seeing a reversal here. So far this session was very weak. Going to turn on some light maybe. The session so far was weak. We traded back up into the midnight opening range here and rejected. Swept the relatively equal highs here, and so far it looks like it's not going to stay very heavy. We have a small fair value gap here. We have a market structure here on the 1 minute. I'm not 100% convinced yet. So I'm seeing two scenarios. I see a discount low of this opening range gap here with a continuation lower. And I can also see a reversal here after taking out this 930 low, running to the midnight opening price and back to the midpoint of this opening range gap. I think I'm favoring the long a little bit more. But I'm not convinced yet. Really hard conditions this week in my opinion. Again, I'm slightly favoring the long side here. The market structure is a little bit more bearish. The short-term setup looks bullish. Really hard. Potential market maker buy model incoming here. Someone calling me, sorry about that. Still can't decide whether I want to go long or short. Going to put my phone on quiet. Really choppy price action, not very clean. Now the short seems a little bit more likely again. We see a reaction off here. Back into this fair value gap here. If we were bullish, this ideally should have stayed open. So we might see this as an inversion fair value gap here. I'm going to sell here. Going to try another short here. And I will take a low hanging target here, namely the midpoint of this wick here. Ideally we should see lower prices again here, and my stop will be above here. The market conditions are really hard, so I will not try to push it too hard. If I take another loss, I probably let it be. Let's see what we're getting. So far I like the reaction here. No news driver here again. Where is low market? Ideally I want to see a drop from here right lower under these lows once more. It hasn't quite taken out the low from Wednesday 16th April 1 o'clock. And I would like to see it run lower as quickly as possible. We have an inversion fair value gap here, so I would like that being resistance and hold price below it here, and go lower and take out these lows convincingly this time. That would be nice to see. So far price has been very weak actually. We have been trading up to the new midnight opening range, and we have just made it to a quarter of the opening range gap so far, traded below it, and now ideally we see some resistance off here after taking out this short-term high. And price is very slow, but I will give it some time. I will give it some time to grind lower. And if not, and if it turns, I probably will leave this session alone, because I think like at the moment it's very, very difficult and not worth risking it too much. There are better days to risk your money than this week, or better times to risk your money than this week. So far it doesn't look very convincing. Back to this bearish order block here. Should drop from here. It really needs to drop from here, otherwise I'm most likely wrong. All right. So we have been just taken out. 1,100 loss so far. Not the best start, however. Yeah, I think the conditions are not worth trading it. Conditions are really tricky. Really not worth risking your money. What shall I say? Chip chop, taking highs and lows. There's nothing really I'm interested in at the very moment. We can mark the opening range here from 930, which is here this high, and the low is exactly here. So there's nothing really exciting so far. Opening range high, opening range low, and we are very much in the middle here, exactly at 50%. So at 50%, there is not really much we can do in terms of trading. also not really a trade entry here. There is nothing really. I can enter on. For a long potential. The midpoint here. The midpoint would be there. Another high taken out, short-term high taken here. Let's see. We have a fair value gap here. Really unpredictable in my opinion. Now we have a potential bullish fair value gap here. So far it does respect price, but I'm not trusting it. We have potential unfinished business here. We have a high here and another one here. They might want to attack this one, but let's see. So far I'm not convinced. Don't think I want to gamble again under these conditions. Just always does the opposite what we would expect here. Buy side liquidity over here, sell side liquidity here. And we are pretty much in the middle, of this range, above the middle of this range. I'm going to short this one here, and I'm putting my stop right above this high here. Let's see, last trade for today. Why am I putting my stop here? Because we have a rejection block here. We have traded into the rejection block, rejected. So if the setup is good, price should not come back up here and ever again here and take out this high. So that's why I can put my stop here. And again, if it takes me out again, then fuck this shit. I will stop trading for today before blowing my account on a holiday week pre-Easter. Let's see if we can find its way lower. So far, again, very resistant. This time I tried to short the turtle soup here. But the reaction is again not good, and it seems like whatever we are doing, it punishes us. This reaction I don't like. I would have preferred a closing here below the midpoint. Candles closed above the midpoint here, so very bad. So I'm probably going to get stopped out again. Very bad sign for my trade here so far. Not very supportive. I'll probably close it right away. I haven't actually set a take profit target, which would be here. I will likely get stopped out here. Annoying day, shitty annoying day, really. What a annoying price action. I should not push it during these conditions. Closed. All right, here we go. 3 losses. 3 losses in a row today. Fuck this price action. I will just stop trading this week. It's just not ideal. So better save your money, save your accounts. I'm not interested in this price action anymore today. I will stay a little bit longer analyzing it here with you together. However, I don't think I will touch it again. So I think we can observe now this relatively equal high here and here, and see if it has the strength to go up here. Let's see. Or if it wants to continue, if it continues to chop around. Choppity chop. What a shitty price action. How would someone like to trade under these conditions? It's horrible. Horrible. I could puke when I see this price action. Does nothing what I want. Really, really, really choppy, hard price action. It's like casino today here. So everybody who wants to gamble today, feel free to trade. It's like 50-50. You can toss a coin and choose your side. However, I would only take 1-1 trades. Then you have a 50-50 chance for real. As soon as you open up yourself for a high risk reward, you will be very likely punished today. Very likely punished. We're still exactly in the range here. Came 1 time back, 3 times back, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times back. Still in this fair value gap here. So definitely not a good bullish condition. Certainly not an ideal bearish conditions by always taking out the highs again. Can never trust your short. So I think the best option is just let it be. Again, dipped into it and back up again. So typical bull flag here, however, wouldn't trade it. Wouldn't trade it long, wouldn't trade it short. It's just a gamble here. Sell side liquidity is here. We can remove this one, it's not relevant anymore. Sell side liquidity down here, buy side liquidity down here. We can see and watch which side it prefers. Alright guys, there is no point for me sitting in front of the charts with this kind of price action. I don't think it's well spent time. I think we might see it run higher here, but there is no condition where I would be willing to risk any trades. So I'm suggesting we have the first presented fair value gap here. So I'm suggesting you don't spend your mental capital either. I wish you a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of the day. I hope you liked this kind of analysis and trade examples. And I will be back anytime soon with live streaming. If you like me to continue this kind of videos, I would be very happy about the like and subscribe of this video. Would be a huge motivation for me to keep going. I wish you all the best. See you with the next stream.